What's a slump for you?
A slump? Drinking every night.
Drinking, really? Like that kind of deep.
Was how
Do you
bad
feel
it
like that
got.
actually caused a problem?
Yeah. Because as soon as I got my hair shaved, I went into a massive slump. Like, huge, like, emotional slump. Everything was just going wrong for me. And, like, then I started picking myself back up. Sorry, obviously...
It's mental.
Have a good night, though.
It was just
it
I'm going
was-
straight to bed after
I suppose it was just probably for me. But, like, I was just in... I don't know, it's probably got nothing to do with hair, but...
What's a slump for you?
A slump? Drinking every night.
Drinking, really? Like that kind of deep shit.
That was how
Do you
bad
feel
it
like that
got.
actually caused a problem?
Yeah, definitely.
Really? What was the alcohol of choice?
I think it was also the fact that, like, I thought that everything was set out for me because I was quite, like, obviously I was 19.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying it like I'm like 25 now, but what I'm saying is like I was a teenager. I thought to myself, like, I'd have it all set out for me. I didn't have to work or not. Like, I didn't have to do any
I know
more.
that feeling.
But, like, now I've realised, it was actually January, like, the 2nd or the 1st. I think it was January the 1st. Matt HG Gamer came into my stream. Like, he's never spoken to me before in my life, anything. And, like, I thought at that point, like, I looked at his content and I thought, he's pumping it out, he's doing well. Like, I've got to switch my mindset. Like, if I want to be successful, I've got to, you know, keep
Stick
the
at
ball
it.
rolling. Rather than just leave it all now. Like, I feel like I've just succeeded.
So when you were 19, was that like, I don't want to say like, you were obviously grown stuff, it wasn't like entitled, but it was like, oh, it's just going to happen.
Yeah, I felt like everything was just going to be set out for me, and it wasn't.
Yeah,
It gave me a big kick up the arse, but I liked the fact that I had that slump, because now I've respected, like, a lot of other creators as well who work very hard and make the content, because it's very difficult.
That's really interesting, because I feel like I've had the exact same feeling when I joined XO. I was like, a little bit, I was like, right, it's just plain sailing here. Like, I just have to just, like, it's just going to happen.
Consistent.
I'm not due with doing videos with all these people, whatever.
Yeah.
And then one day it just stopped, and then I like had a little bit, it went all right, and then after about 3 months, it just went, and that was just because, like, obviously just I'd moved away, everything, and I just went in a massive slump, like what you say.
Definitely,
and it's hard to get out of that, because
You think you started, like, doubt yourself.
Exactly.
Every single bit of content you make, it's like, that's not good enough.
I feel like everyone doubts themselves though in content creation at some point.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I probably struggle with. Like, I never, and it's not, this is not like me being like, oh, this is a good thing, because it's not, but I never get complacent ever, because I just don't. Like, I'll never think this is it. Like, I think that's why a lot of YouTubers or creators are successful, because they're never satisfied. They're always like, I need more, I need more, I need more. Like, I've never had the point where I'm like, yep, this is fine. Like, I'm always just so paranoid everything's going to come crashing down any minute.
Yeah, but that's not what we're saying. And whilst I agree with you, it's more about like whether you believe that you can continue to keep going, or whether you can, or you believe that if you set yourself a goal, like at the beginning of this year, I set myself some goals, and most days since I set those goals, I'm just like, am I going to reach those?
Yeah.
Like, am I going to do that?
So
I'm trying to work to
With
get that,
TikTok, you see,
same for him.
it's hard because TikTok's digestible content. It's 60 seconds or less.
Yeah.
Like, people who watch videos on there and say people say, like, oh, they're a fan of Charlie D'Amelio or whatever. Like, they're not really. They just like a video of it dancing. Like, that's not exactly like someone who's... Come on.
Bro,
It's like-
TikTok's changed the game with everything.
I feel like they need...
content.
I feel like, personally, they need to make it available to... If they want to compete with YouTube and things like that, they've got to make, like, kind of like a bar, like a... You know, the way they've got the For You page, the following? If they make, like, another one where it's, like, 3-minute videos.
That will be the next step. But I think the other platforms as well, which is kind of... I wanted to ask you about how you find your demographics across each different platform.
They're quite similar, I think. But
Yeah.
the thing is with TikTok, I've just learned that views are more important than followers. Followers mean nothing.
Yeah.
Followers mean nothing on
Absolutely nothing.
anything, mate.
But that's the thing, they don't mean anything. But what I'm saying is especially on TikTok, like, you could have 2 million followers
You've
and
seen
get
it.
20k views
Yeah,
a
it's
video.
mental.
It's like with YouTube though, no one goes on the subscription feed anymore. It's just what's recommended, right? Okay,
Yeah.
The first 9 videos, okay, nothing, refresh.
Yeah, mine just recommended notifications, I'd say.
Yeah. So when you
I don't click off my recommended. I go on YouTube and see the first 9 videos and I'll click what I want to see.
What, in subscriptions or homepage?
Homepage.
Exactly, because people are just... You can see a channel, right, with like 1 million subscribers, and they might be getting like 50, 60,000 views, and you're like, oh, that channel's dead. It's not dead. It's just the fact that people aren't clicking on those videos because there's more. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have now. It literally doesn't matter. You saw with your videos, 25k, 200k, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It literally nothing.
You've got people who have got 10 times the amount of subscribers as you, but then get less views. Less views. It's weird how...
validation.
But it's also weird, like, because it's about like a waterfall effect, really. Like, if your videos continue to do well, you're kind of pushed to be like, I've got to be consistent with it. I've got to continue to make this content, and then you've just got to continue.
I think that about TikTok as well, though. For example, like there's probably a TikToker out there who's got way more followers than me. But like if I was to go out on the street and they were to go out on the street, there's probably a high chance that they've noticed both of us.
We've spoken about this before, like about different types of content creators and stuff, and like you've spoken about with an individual, where you went to somewhere and more people recognised you rather than that person, but it's because of the type of content that you make.
Yeah.
Is that
You know
not?
what I mean?
Is that not because I can imagine your audience just
But
guessing?
I think I think people would think I'm probably a bit more memorable because I'm Scouse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think your
So-
viewers, at least I think it would be lads, UK.
There's quite a few Scots.
Yeah.
Irish.
Whereas you see, like, a lot of people might have like a really American audience, so they're not really going to get
I have no
recognised.
American audience at all.
So that's why
like
you-
1%, I think it is.
Really?
1%.
That's why it might be like so like.
I reckon
like,
they hate you, like.
I don't think they hate me, they just don't know what I'm saying to hate me. So I'm actually quite safe in that respect. They can't cancel me over there.
Yeah, sometimes I get like Americans being like, I don't know what you're saying, but I love you. And I'm like, thanks.
Have you heard Scouse Trems' song?
Scouts,
Where he goes,
Scouts
they want me
Trap
nicked,
and
they want me
Trevs.
nicked, they want me slammed.
Yeah.
Right. That American like did a TikTok with the sound in the background saying, what the fuck is this? Is this English?
That's so fucking
But everyone was
funny.
laughing in the comments because it literally is just Scouse and everyone else can understand it except them.
But that's what I think builds like an even better community because people feel like they're a part of something which people don't understand.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's where I think a lot of your thing comes from because, like, it's so... I just think there's a massive gap in the market for that style of, like, content, what you're doing right now, where it's kind of... It's not... it's not like PG. Like, it's not... You're not scared about getting cancelled. You're not scared about, oh, I shouldn't say this or I shouldn't say this. You're literally just having a laugh.